Hello everybody, it's Jeremy48 here and welcome back to another Star Wars Sunday. Today we are going into Andor Season 2. We have a video out already for the first 3 episodes that came out on the premiere day. So this episode will feature episodes 4 through the finale, episode 12. I will link that first one in the comments down below so that you can go, or in the description down below, so you can go watch that before you watch this if you have not yet seen it. We start with episode 4, Ever Been to Gorman. Cyril has transferred to Gorman. Bix and Cassian are living on Coruscant, and Cyril is working undercover for Dedra. He has been invited by the planet's rebel group to a meeting, and Dedra's former assistant is now a sector commander. Cassian is sent to Gorman. Bix is taking some kind of drug thing to help her sleep. Episode 5, I Have Friends Everywhere. The ISB clear out Cyril's office, and Cyril gives the rebels shipping codes. Cyril and Dedra report to her boss. Cassian gets details of the rebels. Saw Gerrera kills a traitor, then his group launches an attack. Gorman rebels don't appreciate Cassian's doubts, and I'm not going to pretend I know what the heck's going on with Saw, but he is nuts. Episode 6, What a Festive Evening. Cassian doesn't like that Luthen wants to help Gorman get the Empire's attention. British lady from the vault heist / Mon Mothma's cousin is sent instead. Cinta is also sent to Gorman. The attack on shipment is planned. Cinta and other chick kiss. It's about time. That had been brewing for a while. Cinta accidentally killed, shot by one of the rebels. The Empire allowed the rebels to get away with it to boost their confidence. Bix puts Dr. Gorsk through his own treatment, then Cassian blows up the lab. Episode 7, Messenger. Yavin Rebel Base is here. Cassian, Bix, and the kid, Will, are there. Imperial presence grows on Gorman. Dedra is on Gorman, leading the Imperial operation. Cassian and Will leave Yavin. The Brit is on Yavin. Cassian and Will are on Gorman now. Episode 8, Who Are You? Gorman rebels baited into a trap, made to look like instigators of the attack. Cyril and his staff are in a holding cell, but they kind of just let Cyril out, which was odd. Cassian and Will are in the plaza where this whole attack is taking place. Cyril leaves Dedra after finding the truth. The Gore kill some Imperials, but are massacred. Cassian aims at Dedra, but is attacked by Cyril. Cyril is killed by the rebel old man, the dad, and Will chooses to stay. I did find it funny how the Gores were just French people. That was amusing to me. Cassian takes one of the destroyed Imperial droids. Dedra is not happy with how things went on Gorman. Episode 9, Welcome to the Rebellion. Gorman's senator is arrested. Mon Mothma fires her aide, who is placed by Luthen. Mon Mothma gives a speech against Palpatine and the Empire. Cassian gets her out of the Senate. The guy from the Season 1 prison break arrives on Yavin. Will made it back to Coruscant wounded. Cassian gets Will to the doctors on Yavin with a Gorman rebel. Bix leaves Yavin so that Cassian doesn't leave the rebellion. Imperial droid is rewired for the rebellion. Now, at this point, there was an episode within Rebels, which was Season 3, Episode 18, I believe, that is directly after this. And it is Mon Mothma's arrival to Yavin. She gets picked up by some of the Rebels' characters and is helped in her transition to Yavin. It was a fun little thing. Quick little intermission in between episodes of Andor. Much more lighthearted. And honestly, I'd recommend going and watching it if you're enjoying Andor. Even if you haven't seen Rebels, you don't really need to know a lot of the Rebels' backstory. I understood it completely fine without it. And you do get to see Thrawn for a brief moment. Episode 10, Make It Stop. The Imperial spy tells Luthen about Death Star project. Luthen then kills him. which was surprising. Then, Luthen stabs himself while being arrested by Dedra. Dedra is then arrested by her former assistant. Kleya attacks Imperial forces at the hospital and unplugs Luthen's life support, finishing the decision that he had made. Episode 11, Who Else Knows? Krennic interrogates Dedra. Cassian and Melshi go to Coruscant. Melshi is the guy from Season 1. They find Kleya. She fills them in. Episode 12, Jedha, Kyber, Urso. The droid clears out the Empire. Dedra's former aide is dead. Cassian, Melshi, and Kleya escape. She is badly injured. They make it to Yavin. Cassian describes the intel. The rebel leaders do not want to take any action. Partagaz kills himself listening to Nemec's tape to avoid arrest. Dedra is in a work camp. The stage for Rogue One is set, and Bix has a child. Now, I did watch this straight into Rogue One, because you do actually see Melshi and obviously the droid and Cassian in Rogue One, and Mon Mothma, and then that goes straight into A New Hope, so I watched that as well. But this was a great season of Andor. I really enjoyed it. It really capped off the show. Really leads into a great movie very well, and just keeps ramping up. And you could just see the rebellion build. It was awesome being able to see Yavin in its early stages, and actually seeing the rebellion come together. Great season, great show. Will we see any more of Dedra Meero? Who knows? Pretty much everybody else from this show is dead. So, that's a thing. But, Dedra, Bix, the kid, do they lead anywhere? We obviously know where Mon Mothma ends up in the future. But that's about all that we have left in the land of the living. Let me know your thoughts on Andor Season 2 in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.